There towards the line, the red lights appear. Runners are now set to go for the Salinger handicap. Racing, and Election bounced out in front. He'll be headed though by Scottish Trader Sharkmouth, and burning up there as well as Old New Time, who's going to look for the lead. And so the 11-year-old now gallops to the front here at the 1,000 metres mark and goes clear by 2 lengths as they'd settle down from on the outside. Scottish Trader Sharkmouth on the fence third. Wave Hill Spurs a little wide going around the outside of Chasing Chaos. Election Paradise Square back there in the field is Flying Raw when they got going, and then came Stockyard Gossip, Bachelor's Prospect, and whipping them all in his point. At the 700 they come down the side, and the leader is the old evergreen New Time by 3/4 on Scottish Trader, with Wave Hill Spur sitting out there deeper. On the rails behind them to Sharkmouth, and then Chasing Chaos, who travels up near the middle. Paradise Square, Stockyard Gossip around them deeper. A little over a length behind them to Election, held up down on the inside, followed further back by Flying Raw, which is going to have to really thread its way through heavy traffic. Stockyard Gossip starts to run on very strongly, trailed in turn by Point coming to the outside at the 250, and out near the middle of the track Stockyard Gossip's gone up with Point. It's Point, Stockyard Gossip, Sharkmouth battling back, and now coming through late Flying Raw. Flying Raw threading his way through the field, picks them up. It's Flying Raw. Flying Raw got home, got the luck in the last 200 to beat Point, Stockyard Gossip or Sharkmouth from Bachelor's Prospect, Paradise Square, New Time, Scottish Trader. Then came Wave Hill Spur, Election next, and back with it Chasing Chaos. Just needed the field to break apart and fan. He was looking for runs behind them, the favourite Flying Raw, and Stone just had to be a little patient on him. But once the gaps appeared, he really got a head full of steam. The 2 wide out near the middle of the course. Point, Stockyard Gossip had surged to grab them, but Flying Raw, with a real turn of acceleration late, gives Taylor Stone and Jim Taylor the second leg of a double here this afternoon. Number 5, the winner, Flying Raw. Ran the 260 elect on tote, 140 a place. Point 530, Stockyard Gossip 370. And by So Secret, from rearing to raw for Tina and Lois Taylor, the estate of the late Mick Taylor, S. Trimboli, Paul Courtemain, and ridden by Taylor Stone. Getting home to win by a short neck. Second placing to Point by High Chaparral from Anna Zeal, Aaron Baisley and Jordan Turner. And third, number 10, that's Stockyard Gossip by Discourcy from Jester Vale, Merrill Haley, Troy Turner. 120.92 the time, a short neck, 3/4, 5-2, 10-8. They're back into the yard. A double for Jim Taylor and Taylor Stone this afternoon. Let's get to Gareth Hall, though, and catch up with him for the last time. The sectional there, Gareth, is 36.60.
Quite funny watching the race with the Taylors, Macca, because Brittany, we were watching it together and it didn't jump, and she just turned her back and said, "Can't win, Jimmy."
Yeah, he's a bit of a bugger. Sometimes he can do that. He can walk out of the gates, and when he does, he doesn't try, but probably in the lesser class, they probably come home in a lot steadier, and yeah, he's a bit good for those sort of horses. Yeah,
Boy Hill mentioned on the Sports Daily this morning that he can be a tricky horse to get away from the gates, but to Taylor Stone credit, she didn't panic after that.
Yeah, no, she worked her way through the field and it opened up, and they're probably a lot of old horses getting tired, and yeah, he's just probably a little bit better than that class.
And what do we do with him now? Is that a confident boosting victory that he can go on with it now?
If there's another one of these races in a couple of weeks, I'd probably go again, because they probably need to go against this company a couple of times to get their confidence back up. So I haven't had a look yet.
And it's good for a horse like this that can drop back to this class.
Yeah, well, New Time's been exactly. I sort of tried to sell New Time about 12 months ago for 15, and just going through these classes, he's won another 60. So it does keep the good old horses racing.
You're giving the handicapper or the programming a little bit of a tick?
Oh, no, these sort of races are good, and they could even bring in claiming races. A wise man told me they should have claiming races. I wouldn't mind them.
I totally agree, Jimmy Taylor. Well done, mate.
Thanks, Gareth.
Taylor Stone, she's on fire and she's catching up with Brittany.
And I must just say, the horse has just ticked over $500,000 of earnings, and it wasn't a horse that Dad picked out. It was actually Nanny that picked him out. So there's a lady in Bullsbrook who's very, very happy with you, Taylor Stone, for booting home her favourite boy, Rory. When you missed the kick, what were you thinking?
I was a bit worried, to be honest, when he missed the kick. I went, oh, bugger. But the old boy, he waited and waited and waited. And when we got that gap, he really let down a treat. So it's good to see him back to his old ways.
The way he was travelling, did you feel like you may have had something under you?
Well, I did. Yeah, he travelled quite strong, and in the running, I thought I'm never going to get a run here. It's going to be a moral beat, but you know, we got that gap, and I just sat and waited patiently. And when he got it, he let them know he was coming.
And you've booted one home for us from the front and now from behind. And as we always like to say, you can win them both ways.
Yeah, you know, it was it's always great being able to ride them both ways. But Jimmy's been one of my biggest supporters, so I'm happy that I could get a double for him today.
We're very happy too. Congratulations, Taylor.
Thanks, Brittany.
And Taylor, don't worry, Brittany's backed both of them, so expect a good sling. Thank you very much for